What's going on, guys? Mike Messina here with Mikey Daily Carry, and today I'm going to be looking at all this new gear that was sent to me, and I'm just going to give you guys my first impression. So please don't expect this to be a detailed review video. This is me literally just taking the stuff out of my car and putting it on the bed of my truck to show all of you. So let's start off with the little things first, and then we'll move on to the bigger pouches and slings here. Starting off with this pouch right here. This is from a company called Roaring Fire. Let me get the exact specs of this. This is what I'm talking about. This ain't scripted or anything like that. It's all on the fly, guys. So this pouch right here is the Roaring Fire Gear Smolder Wax Canvas Organizer Pouch in brown. It really gives me like nutsack vibes with the wax canvas. So taking a look at it, on the front, you have your Roaring Fire logo right there. You have a zipper that just goes one way, left to right. And in here, there's no extra organization. It's just a little dump pouch. And then on the front, you have a section for patches. And then on the back side, you have a way to hook this up to any modular MOLLE panels or backpacks. That's really nice. And then you take that off and you have other MOLLE attachments that you can put on there as well. The zipper pulls, they don't jingle. That's already a good sign. And then when you open this up, it opens full clamshell. So you bring this down, you have a mesh pocket right up top. This flips open like so. This does not come off. It does just flip up though. And then you have a larger pocket in the back here. Now the inside of this has really good organization. You have two larger elastic MOLLE webbing panels right there, and you have four smaller ones. And then on this side, you have a section where there's a carabiner. You can add some keys there or some safety pins if you want to use this as your medical pouch. You have the same thing, a large pocket, two large elastic panels, and then four small ones in there as well. And it opens up like so. So I already see this as being like a good medical pouch where you can put all of your ouchie boo-boo needs, tourniquet as well. It can be like a small IFAK if you want it. And that's really cool. The wax canvas, I already know, is going to patina really nice. And this is something that you can keep in your bag to keep all that organized. Or it can just be a small EDC pouch for yourself that you can also keep as something handheld, have on your hip, or in your backpacks or slings. So Roaring Fire, thank you for sending me this. All this stuff I'm going to be going over, I will be linking in the description of this video. Now, moving on to this company called OTR. Let me look them up, make sure I don't mess this up. This is OTR Carry. They make keychains, they make EDC gear, specifically the keychains and carabiners. But let's see what I got here. So I have in this small box. Okay, so I got a carabiner. This is like a square type carabiner there. On the back side, you do have an O-ring that you can attach your keys. This is nice. I'm already digging this because I could put like my work keys on here. Okay, so let me take this off. See how this looks. And this is what that carabiner looks like. It's small. It also has like a little section here where you can either use it as that sharp edge to cut open boxes, or you can use to have as a flathead screwdriver maybe. But that's that right there. As you can see how it clips down like so. That's really nice. And then you have that black O-ring right there, which you can attach to this. That is a carabiner. Now let's open this up. What do we have here? Oh, that's black titanium, by the way. This is black DLC titanium, in case you're wondering. Prices and links to all this, I don't know top of mind. I will have it in the description of this video. Came with an OTR sticker there, and then a card here that has a QR to their website. This is also another thing that they sent me, another carabiner. This is in stonewash titanium. So let me see if I can just take this out. So this one also came with a titanium O-ring. The O-rings are also titanium themselves. So you got a black one for the smaller one. I got a stonewash one for this bigger one. And this one's cool because you can actually take this piece down. Let me take this off. Okay, so this can clip onto your jeans like so, right? And then I can have my key. Let me take this off. It secures your keys on the bottom half. So with my car keys, I'm gonna put this in here, slide that down. So now that is going to be secure in that carabiner, and then it won't fall out accidentally or anything like that. That's pretty cool. I like that. And if I just wanna clip this on like so, I have my keys right there. Nice. So that is another carabiner sent to me by OTR. Now let's open up this last box. What's in here? What's in here? Oh, I need that titanium carabiner. This one is, oh, this one's a knife. So they also make knives. Ooh, a small little one. That's pretty cool. This is a heavy piece in there. It's like wood. Okay, this is the little knife that they sent. Look at that. You can use this as a keychain. So you have thumb flip access there, and there's also a button lock that uses it to deploy the knife and retract it back. So button lock knife, really small by OTR. That's cool. What are the specs on this thing? I don't know. Then again, I will link this in the description of this video. So small knife, a large titanium carabiner with a titanium O-ring, and a small black carabiner with a small black O-ring. Thank you very much, OTR, for sending that over. All right, moving on to power. This is by a company called ALLPOWERS. This is the Solax P100. I've actually already been using this. There's a power button right here. Turns on, it has 33%. When I first got this, it was charged to 67%. And there's two USB-C ports that power at 100 watts each. And then you have a USB-A port that charges at 18 watts. Who uses USB-A anymore? I don't know, but it still exists. But this is a small, travel-friendly, I mean like airplane-friendly power bank that you can use to charge laptops, iPads, your phones, cameras, things of that nature. And it's at 100 watts. Both of these right here. That's insane. You also have a paracord holder right here where you have this little piece to adjust it however you'd like. You can hang it to your bags and what have you. And this did come with a USB-C to USB-C, because you can use this USB-C to charge your devices, but you can also use this to charge this up, which can go in any of the 100 watt ports. They did also send me, let me be right back. They did also send me this. This is a solar panel, which is 100 watts, that can charge the Solax or other devices. It has a plug right here where it can link to any of your other power banks. I also have a, what was sent to me? A Bluetti, and I think you can link to that as well. But this is the Solax SE100, and this has that nice carrying bag to it, but it also has ways where you can stand this by pulling these legs out, and then wherever you get the most sun, right, you just hold this panel out like so, and then that sun will charge your Solax or any other because I have a USB-C connected to this, and I could charge my devices at 100 watts, which is really cool. So I'll do a deeper review of this because this is the first set of solar panels I've ever been sent or even own. So I'll make sure I have that in there. And I noticed too that the bag has a pocket in here where you can actually put the extra cables. And then that way it's not scratching at the actual panels itself. Boom. And I'll get that in there later. But ALLPOWERS did send that to me. So thank you so much. It does have, let's go over specs here. I'm just reading it on here. It has an internal battery of 16 volts, 6.2 AH. It's equivalent to 31,000 milliamps. And it has a 100-watt max for USB C1 and C2 input ports. And then it also has a USB-A output of 18 watts max. There you have it. Solax P100, ALLPOWERS. Thank you so much for sending that over. Now, moving on to slings. This is the Kangaroo Sling by Add1D. I did a review on their backpack that they sent me, along with their wallet that they sent me. And what's cool about this is that they call it a kangaroo sling because apparently you can pull this and then it acts as like a kangaroo pouch where you can add extra gear and Velcro. And then that's how it would look like on the sling. So let's look at the specs here. Kangaroo sling. It has an expandable kangaroo pocket. Go figure. A Velcro fixture system in the kangaroo pocket. It has 2 extra Velcro mounting straps that is included. It's a modular design compatible with the baby pouch and tablet sleeve, 900D water resistant fabric, YKK AquaGuard zippers, RFID block front pocket, has a retractable keychain, excellent organization in the main compartment, a hidden rear pocket, and then handle for easy carrying, lightweight buckle. Specs are 33 centimeters by 15 centimeters by 13 centimeters, and the volume is 5.5 liters. So let me take my DJI case out of here. This is that large kangaroo slit that they were talking about. This front pouch, by the way, can this detach from the main sling? No, it cannot. I mean, I guess it can if you really take these pieces off, and then you would have to break the D buckles on each side. Why would you want to do that though? But it is possible. Now, clips. One of the things that I look for in slings, that is gnarly. Never seen a clip like that. Look at that X clip. Let's call that the X clip. Okay, that's pretty secure. And you can rock this obviously as a sling. Front pocket only zips one way, left to right. You open this up, that's what they were talking about with the retractable keychain holder. Okay, inside it has this nice gold-ish beige interior, so that way you can see your stuff quite easily. It doesn't have any organization in there, or at least extra organization. It does have this handle, which is really cool. So you can carry it like so. It has a zipper on the backside, which you can use for a stash pocket, maybe for your phone or your wallet. And then on the inside main compartment, that's where you have your main organization. So you have the backside where it has a pocket. You have smaller elastic pockets that attach that backside. On the front side, you also have similar organization, but it's more of just larger mesh pockets. And then your interior cavity, which is roughly about 2 inches, okay? And this comes in navy and black, I believe, on their site. So check them out. I'll have affiliate links to all this stuff. You guys do use those links to purchase these things, you'll help your boy in the channel out. So Add1D Kangaroo Sling. There's your first look at the sling itself. Okay, now on my back. Thank you, Ad1D, for sending that over. They are a newer company. They do give me like alpaca vibes. They have really good material stuff. I mean, on their backpacks, I'm using one of their backpacks right now for work. Very great materials. Really like that. Mosquito. Bah! Gone. So they do make their stuff with really good materials. Now, let's move on to this. This one I'm pretty intrigued about because it's different. You don't see things like this out there. Gives me real Chewbacca vibes, okay? Had a fellow content creator already kind of review this and advertise it as that Chewbacca sling. But this is by a company called Totin It. So before I go over these specs, let me read the specs on their packs. I already set up a black version, but they do have a green version and they have a gray version. They sent me all the colors. So Totin It is a perfect solution for anyone with overstuffed pockets or no pockets at all. It's worn across the body from shoulder to hip, and you can simplify the organization with all of your essential needs when it comes to your everyday carry. The sling length is 60 inches. It does come with a top pocket specifically for your phone. It came with a middle pocket, which has a plush lined pocket on the inside. And then it has a bottom pocket that's RFID protected, primarily for, get out of here, mosquito, primarily for passports, wallets, keys, things of that nature. They did send this extra attachment as well. And I've already customized one of the Totin Its to fit me because the way it was oriented was to be meant to be worn like so. And that's if you're right-handed. I'm left-handed, and I like rocking it where it's on like so. And I changed some things around. So the phone pocket I kept right up top, which is really cool. I just put my phone right up here. Okay, this inner, or this large pocket, which they actually sent separately, and I think it's sold separately as well, is where I have my wallet, my DJI I put in here before. So it has interior mesh lining that you can move around to fit the specific things that you're going to be putting in here. And so let's just test it out. I have, no, the keys, they have a pocket for that. But the knife, I have that there. Let's say my DJI mic bag fits in there. And then I have, okay, DJI mic bag is overkill. But let's say I wanted to put the Roaring Fire pack in here, and I wanted to use that as like my medical pack. This is so funny. You're putting a pack in a pack. Yeah, don't really make sense, but I'm just trying to see what I can show you guys. So that fits in there like so. And then right down here, which is why I stopped with adding the keys, is because there's actually a carabiner included with this, and I can put those keys on there along with maybe that smaller carabiner. I can hook that up on here as well. And then this is how it looks like on my person. Chewbacca vibes, right? On the back side is that small RFID pocket, and then the other mesh line pocket there. And this is how you rock it. So it's a different type of sling because you got pockets right here in the front, you got pockets right here on the back. It really is hands-free, and I have more mobility with wearing this Totin It. And it comes off super easy. If you also want to rock it as just like a shoulder sling, you can do so. Still get easy access to your pockets and whatnot. But there's lots of different ways to orient it. And what's cool about it is that you can customize it. So that way, if I want to take that phone pocket off, there's a Velcro that it attaches to. In addition to that, the back side of this also has another Velcro that takes off that attachment. Let me take these keys off because they're jangling a little bit here. And that's what I did with reorganizing this pouch. So I'm not really going to take this off, but here, let's do this. Let's open up this Totin It. And let me show you exactly how this looks straight out of the package. Okay, so let's take that off and rip this up. Now, this is straight out of the package. This is exactly how this looks, okay? You have to adjust it. The section where it has more of that padded area is where you're going to want to hang on your shoulder. So right out of the package, messing with my mic here, right out of the package, this is what it would look like. Obviously, you have to adjust it, but you have your cell phone pocket. You have that felt line pocket, and then you have that smaller RFID pocket. On the back side, it's just the adjustments. So you can buy this extra attachment and put that back pouch on there. So that way now you have essentially your quick, easy access things. And then you have that larger pouch in the back for your heavier items, which you can do. And then another thing I forgot to show you was that there's a clip here to reinforce how you wear this on your person. If I were to sling this over my shoulder like so, there's this extra clip that I can clip onto here to reinforce the security of this on my person. So that way it's not shaking around or anything like that, as if you were to use maybe this Add 1D sling, that whole pouch would be slinging around. Well, I just added extra security with that reinforcement right there, and that's how it would look like reinforced on my person. I like it. It's different. It's new. Never seen something like that before, and just want to say thank you to the team over at Totin It. They also sent a little card with a nice message, but I'll have a link to all this in the description of this video. So there you have it, guys. Really an unscripted video of things that have just been sitting in my car that I've been needing to check out, potentially do some reviews on, and throw in my rotation. But fire down in the comments below. What do you think about everything that I just reviewed? What questions do you have? Perhaps maybe give me ideas on how I can approach these review videos. But I just want to say thank you again to all these companies. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out. Waka.